Thank you. Do you have the Chenrezig picture as well? Could we have the Chenrezig picture? Yeah, thank you. So we'll be going back and forth from one to the other, I think, a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah. That's really good. Thank you. That's really perfect. Thank you. Okay. All right, so nice to see everybody. Oh, so nice to see everybody. Looks like nobody left for Australia.
谢谢大家回来，看来没有人到了澳洲去啊。
I'm really grateful for that. Yeah.
很感激。
And so we had one question over lunchtime. And as I say, I invite you to ask questions either to me or to leave it on a piece of paper here.
所以我们有了有一个问题啊，对，所以欢迎你们继续发问。
So one question is, why is there a fourfold refuge in the Chenrezig prayer? So this is the Vajrayana way. In fact, it's a sixfold refuge. It's actually sixfold if we really go into detail on it. The Vajrayana way emphasizes the importance of a deity. This is a deity or a yidam, and that the Lama, your teacher, is inseparable from the deity. Oh, that's a long sentence.
Yeah. 佛有发问说，为什么有4重皈依而不是3？在金刚乘的是一个特点。其实金刚乘里甚至有6种皈依，6重皈依。然后第一个是本尊，而本尊呢是跟喇嘛上师没有分别，没有区别的。
And then in the high tantric practice, the yidam usually represents either method or wisdom, and then it has a companion, which is the other aspect. So you have method and wisdom, or compassion and wisdom arising together. I saw in your brochure here that Marcus showed me. It says compassion and wisdom. Yeah. So you have the compassion and wisdom and the Lama, and they all are there. So then there's 3 elements: refuge as Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Lama, deity, Gandro. So in full Vajrayana, there's a 6-fold refuge, in fact. Yeah. But I don't want to I don't want anybody to be confused. So I've just answered these questions, but you know your own mind better than I know. You must take what your mind needs at this time. You hear what you need to hear, and then let something that doesn't stay with you, just let it pass by. You know, just let it pass by. Keep studying Dharma, then later, okay? So don't go like, oh, hold on a sec. Now I'm really worried about this. I don't, you know. Well, that was really long as well.
Sorry, I just have to summarize. 所以最重要的是你知道你自己的心，明了自己的心。这些细节先不太重要啊。你现在修行上需要什么，你就拿。其余那些如果觉得不符合，还是没有什么目前没有什么用的话，就放在一边先。细节不重要，现在先接受你觉得有用的，会有能够对你有用的，目前有用的。
Oh, and then the Bodhisattva. Yeah, so yes, you're quite right. There are 10 Bodhisattva levels prior to Buddhahood. Now, we've already taken refuge in the Buddha, so here we're taking refuge in the deity. It's a different thing, in a sense. So, just to answer the second question, yeah.
那所以对，他说对，佛身之前有其他不同九乘
，10 levels，
还有其余10个不同的阶段。
Yeah. So the levels of 8, 9, and 10 very close to Buddhahood, but not quite Buddhahood. But this is all like we're in a dreamland. We're in like a Disneyland of Buddhahood Buddhism when we talk about higher levels of Bodhisattva. So no point.
所以8、9是很接近就是佛成佛那一阶段，可是这有点像迪士尼那种幻影这样，现在目前还不怎么重要。
Okay, all right. So we'll have more time for questions in a moment, but we got the structure of our Vajrayana sadhana. We got the basic structure. Whatever Vajrayana sadhana you do, that structure will be the same. So now you have your framework, yeah?
所以最重要的是，我们有金刚乘的所有成就法都是有这样的框架，所以我们现在熟悉的这个框架也方便我们继续认识金刚乘的修法。
And we know that this is the lamp which is going to light the way through darkness, show us the way, and that we know from the title that it involves meditation and recitation. So mantra and meditation. This is the method, isn't it, that we're going to use? Yeah?
这是我们的方案，就是坐禅跟咒语。
Now, I said that why are we using visualization as a method here? We are using it to begin to train the mind in not clinging to things as if they are inherently existent, separately existent.
我们训练我们自己的那个这个方法，为什么就修这个方法？就是不要执着事物为固体的，不是对，我们训练我们的我们看法，我们怎么看现实，就是事物不是固体的，不存在的。
I don't know if you translated it right. I have no idea. So we use this very powerful phrase, appearance, emptiness. Appearance, emptiness. Appearance is relative reality. Emptiness is ultimate reality. Or two truths or two realities. Yeah? Appearance, emptiness. Okay? Out of emptiness, any appearance can arise and dissolve back. Yeah?
从空相从空任何相都可以浮现，所以我们在关注的是这两个真谛，就是实相跟空相。对，谢谢。 实相跟空相这两个真谛。
Backup translation.
Backup translation. Thank you.
So you're going to notice this capacity, this malleable things that appear and transform and dissolve and appear and transform and dissolve. This way of practicing is in itself to help us with that clinging mind. Yeah.
这凝固而解散，凝固而解散，这是一个让我们比较灵活的去修这个法门，就灵活的修行。
Yeah.
Flexibility.
You're spitting. Did you say you're spitting?
Am I spitting?
No, I thought you said you're spitting.
Yeah.
So we'll just look at this process of visualizing in stages, because things will appear, and then something else will appear, it will turn into something else, because its nature is emptiness, so anything can appear.
因为它本性是空，所以什么都可能出现，都有可能就潜能出现。
So emptiness is not a blank space. It's like a place of infinite possibility that any appearance can arise from.
所以空性不是空白的，是一个一切都能够实现的一个的一个空间。
So in the text, if you turn to page 5. So 1, 2, 3. The third line down on page 5 describes this way of seeing or meditating. And it says, meditate in this way on the deity body as appearance emptiness. Don't worry about the deity body, but it really says meditate in this way, appearance emptiness.
所以第三行就是描述了这样的观看现实的方法，就是色相跟空性。
So we really have something really important here from a Vajrayana point of view. Because if you read in many books, you looked for a definition of meditation, you probably wouldn't get this definition, right?
所以这是从金刚乘很关键的一个角度，因为你找就坐禅的定义的有很多不同的定义，应该不会找到这样的定义。
I know we need to get some more text. I'm just finishing my sentence. Yeah. So we are saying here, we are meditating in a way which recognizes the two truths, relative truth and ultimate truth, appearance and emptiness, right? The view is both non-clinging and very wise. This is seeing reality as it is. It's the wisdom, you are cultivating wisdom in the way that you're practicing, in the way that you're meditating. Meditating is cultivating the wisdom.
所以是充满智慧，是在修养智慧。这是这样的观点是关注于这个二谛，就是实相跟空相二谛之间的一个看法，所以是充满智慧，是修养我们的智慧的。
Yeah. So doing this visualization is meditating, is cultivating this view.
所以做这个观想就是在修行，在修养这个看法。
Of course, you're calming your mind. Of course, you're bringing your mind to one-pointed attention. But you're also cultivating a view which recognizes appearance and emptiness.
当然你是安定，当然你是安稳，可是你也是在修养一个看现实的一个看法。
I mean, that may be
就是实相跟空想的一种看法。
That may be big news to you. I don't know. I may have lost you already. Have I lost you? Maybe lost you? Little lost you, Marcus? Little lost you. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay. How would we solve this problem? Marcus comes to me and he says, "Oh, Venerable, I realize my mind is clinging. I realize it's clinging. It's grasping. It keeps generating. Grasping is real. I'm suffering, grasping. How can I help you without teaching you this?"
所以如果马克思来法师说啊，我一直执着着相，我一直执着，我放不下，我应该法师应该怎么帮呢？
How else? You have any other method? Maybe there's another method. Yeah, no other method, huh? So really, if we want to get to the heart of clinging, the heart of ignorance, we have to cultivate wisdom. Appearance, emptiness, two realities is wisdom. Yeah. So let it go. If it makes no sense, let it go.
所以我们要克服无明的核心呢，就是要修养这个看法，就是空相的看法。如果这个了解不了的话，没有就是太有点困难了解的话，就是没关系，放在一边先。
This also means that you can meditate, cultivate this view anywhere.
这也就是说，你在任何一个地方都可以修养这个看法。
Yeah, not just here.
不仅在这里。
Because it's your very way of perceiving reality.
因为是你看现实的方法，你自己参讨现实的方法。
And so that overcomes the problem that people say to me, how do I take my meditation practice into daily life? This overcomes this problem.
所以这解答了这个问题，说我怎么把修行带进我的日常生活？因为此时此刻都可以，什么时候都可以。
I'm just nodding at Ray because it makes me feel like I'm agreeing with myself, which is reassuring that I am agreeing with myself. So, yeah. So I'm pleased I understand this. I just hope somebody else understands this too. I'm okay with it, but let's see. Okay. So when we're visualizing in this way, in the beginning, we are going to visualize 1 foot above the head. This sacred place, 1 foot above the head.
我们观想说，大概头上方，在头顶上的那个部位 ，1 foot.
Do you have feet?
一侧，大概一尺。
It's like about this much.
大概那么
this
长
much. Yeah.
的空间。
So just about here.
头顶上一尺。
Yeah. Not far, not too close, just above the head. Like you're carrying your deity or your teacher just above the head. Yeah.
本尊或上师在你的头顶上。
This place is very sacred in all spiritual traditions. Whether Jewish, Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, this is Hindu, all agree. This is a very sacred place. Yeah. On the second time I met my Lama in Bhutan.
第二次遇到他的在不丹遇见他喇嘛的时候
I didn't know this.
他不知道这一点，就头顶上那么的神圣。
But somehow the top of his head looked very delicious to me.
他的头顶上看起来特别的好吃，有味道。
And so we were walking to his little house.
所以我走到他的家的时
And
候，
he's shorter than me, right?
他比我矮，
All Bhutanese are shorter than me.
一般的不但人都比他矮，都比我矮。
And so just because I felt such interest in the crown of his head,
就因为我对他头顶那么的有兴趣，
I just reached over and patted him on the head.
就过去摸了一下。
He did nothing, right?
他什么都没做，
But it's very rude.
可是其实很没有礼貌的一个行为。
But maybe I knew something delicious on the crown of his head.
可是那时候我应该有感觉那一个是很特别的一个东西在他头顶上。
There have been many things I've had to learn. Yeah.
在很多东西他得在那边学习。
So when we visualize, we'll visualize a symbol which has a certain meaning to it. Yeah.
我们观想的时候，我们观想一个象征性一个象征性的东西，有意思的东西。
And as I said before, don't get too tight about seeing it like in a sort of tight way. Remember its quality, what it means. Yeah.
关注它的本质，不要一直那么紧的去看它，用一个方法去看它，要留意的是这你所看到的东西的本质。
Okay. Now, shall I take your microphone?
Oh, yes.
Oh no, I don't think it will. I'm over here. Chat.
第5页，翻去第5页看。你要在你的做笔记的话，欢迎在这讲义上
So what's going to happen here through this process is that stage by stage, you're going to imagine the presence of the perfect mind of compassion 1 foot above your head. That's where we're going. Okay? Is that clear? Yeah. And the form is in the form like a rainbow, appearing, shining, but you can't grasp it.
所以我们一个阶段的观想慈悲心，我们给慈悲心一个形，它像像一道彩虹，它显现在我们面前，可是我们抓不住的。
Yeah. Okay. So keep your attention 1 foot above your head.
关注力在头顶上1尺大概的地方，关注在那边。
So you can see from your text, the first thing you're going to imagine is your lotus seat.
第一个你观想的是你的莲花座盘。
And this lotus seat is a seat.
它是一个座盘，一个对。
And it's a seat, totally pure seat, free of any mistakes. So this is the quality of it. You're establishing a place to sit, which is totally clean of any mistakes. Yeah, so it's easier for you. You cultivate that feeling of how that would be. Yeah.
所以你就修养一个就观想一个很纯净的一个座位在你头上，一个很纯净的一个地基。
Yeah. Now in the text it says a white petaled lotus. Here you can see the lotus is flowered. It's pink and has some color. It doesn't matter which you do.
文献中是指一个白莲花，可是画面上是有颜色的，可是这不重要。
Okay, how's it going? Have you got this shining lotus seed above your head now?
你观想得到吗？头上有一朵莲花，观想得到吗？
Yeah? You need to concentrate. I'm not in your mind, your mind. You be with your mind, yeah?
这是你的心，你自己的心，所以你
Then on top of that will be placed the moon seat.
所以莲花上有个月盘。
The moon is, you remember what we were saying earlier with my friend? She needs to take the heat out of her situation, yeah? The heat out of it. So the moon seat is cool, to calm the suffering of samsaric existence. It has this cooling quality to it. So it's very cooling moon disk, yeah?
所以这个月盘的本性是很凉的，是平息我们在世间的浮躁，那些就是浮躁的火焰，它去平息这些热量。
Yeah?
Yes.
It was the lady in green, wasn't it? So now we have the clean lotus seat with the cooling moon disk shining. You know, like when you see the full moon shining in a dark sky.
所以我们现在有一个很纯净的莲花，莲花上面有一个很凉、很纯净的，很像一个在晚上的一个满月那样纯净的。
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then upon this moon seat is going to appear the beginnings of Chenrezig. And it's called the seed syllable of Chenrezig.
在这个月盘上呢，就是会开始浮现，观世音的开始是一个种子字。
And the seed syllable of Chenrezig is a sound, and all deities have a sound as their. That was sort of appropriate. Did you see the sound? The sound going. All deities come from a vibrational sound. Before they have a form, in the emptiness, they have a sound, a vibrational sound.
所有本尊都有一个声音，他们有形之前，他们是一个音波，对。
And this, in the case of compassion, the seed syllable is.
然后在这边呢
Is that working? Hui. This is a hui. This is ha. This is ra. This is a kiku. This is a hui. And it's white. And it's standing. Sorry.
所以这慈悲的种子字呢是 he。
Okay. So now we have a perfectly clean lotus with a cool, shining moon disk, and then appearing on it out of emptiness is the shining white hui sound. Hui. Yeah, it's a very bright, it's very white, and it's the first appearance of the mind of compassion.
所以在这莲花上，纯净的莲花上有一个也是很凉、很纯净的月盘，上面呢有一个慈悲的象征的开始，一个很洁白、很亮的一个种子字，he。
So if I'm here, the hui is going to be like this above my head.
所以 he 大概
It's going to be upright
在
like
头
this.
上那
Yeah,
样。
got it? Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we need to activate the hui.
然后呢，我们得激动这个he。
And that's where our intention and our wishes and our compassion is going to activate this hui.
所以我们的动机、我们的慈悲、我们的愿望是会激动这个 hui。
So if you look in your text, you look in your text, the last line on page 5.
第5页最后一行。
It says, at the center of it is the white seed syllable hui.
白色的种子字 hui 在中心。
And then it explains how from the hui above your head, two kinds of lights. One set of light goes to all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, offering, I mean, you have them here, it's very useful.
所以从 hui 有2道光芒，第一道是供养上方佛菩萨。
Yeah, so from the hui,
所以这边方便就共享。
asking for their blessing, their power, their help.
请求他们的加持、他们的帮忙、他们的力量。
Yeah, and then they will send their blessing back to the hui.
他们会把他们的加持传发回 hui。
And then the light will go down to all sentient beings in the form of compassion.
那这光芒会散发到一切所有有情众生慈悲的光芒。
So we have devotion.
我们有虔诚心。
Back.
回来。
Compassion.
慈悲心。
Back.
回来到 hui 那边。
And the root of both of those, of course, is a form of love.
这2种光的根本是爱。
Like we said this morning, the root of compassion is love.
慈悲的根本是爱。
The love produces the devotion to the Buddhas.
爱产生这个对佛菩萨的虔诚心。
And it produces the compassion for all sentient beings.
然后这虔诚心生产了对一切众生的慈悲。
Okay, new way of practicing. Huh? When the light comes back to the hui, it says in the text here, on the 3rd line, then there's the complete transformation of the letter hui. It becomes the treasured essence of the Buddhas of the 3 times compassion in the form of the noble Lord of the world, Chenrezig. So from activating this hui, Chenrezig arrives. It arises in this complete form.
从这个 hui 的激发呢，它变成一个形象，就这个很完整、很完美的形象。
So I know it's a lot to keep up with, but you just imagine you have this hui, and it offers in the form of light, and the light comes back. And the light goes down to all beings with compassion and comes back. And then the hui transforms. And above your head now you have the complete Chenrezig.
所以从 hui 呢，想象的光芒供奉给佛菩萨，佛菩萨又加持回给 hui， 然后从这个 hui 呢又供奉于所有众生，这光芒又回到 hui， 然后 hui 变成最终变成观世音的形象。
Marcus, how are you? Yeah. Okay. So whatever is there, we're not clinging.
那边我们所观想的，我们都不执着，我们不抓住它。
But it's like the presence of total compassion.
就像完整的慈悲的存在。
With the blessings of the Buddhas is now there.
佛菩萨的加持都在我们头顶上。
So, Marcus, I don't know if you, in your life, if you had the opportunity to be in the presence of total compassion.
所以我不懂所以 Marcus 不懂在这生有没有机会在完整的慈悲的存在共同一处。
So I want you to sincerely imagine, really
我
sincerely
你很
now,
诚恳的想象，
that for the first time in your life,
人生第一次，
you are really in the presence
你
of
真是
total
在
compassion.
完整的慈悲的。
Yeah? Because when we do this, when we connect to compassion, it should move us.
我们跟慈悲连接的时候，它应该感触我们，感动我们。
All these difficulties we heard of this morning with judgment and harshness and misunderstanding,
我们今天早上所听到
that
的
we
一些
heard
误
this
解，
morning, right? And now we are bathed in the compassion of Chenrezig, above the crown of our head.
那现在我们沐浴在
Okay?
观世音的慈悲在我们头顶上。
You know, when I did this practice for years, right? I mean, I just did this practice for years and years and years and cried so many times.
我修的这个法门修了好多年，哭了很多次。
Because you can't find this in worldly existence.
因为在世俗的世界，
Even as we experience, even our parents will be human in the end. They're not our refuge. We cannot rely on them. But some part of our being wants to connect, knows that somehow to be in the presence of pure compassion, it's necessary. It's something. Yeah.
所以在我们日常生活、我们的世界都找不到这么纯净的慈悲。我们父母那边也找不到，我们就是世间的亲人都找不到这样那么纯净的慈悲。
And then on page 8, if you turn to page 8, just reminds us to be aware always not only of what we are seeing, but how we are seeing, how we are perceiving.
所以我们在第8页，我们得留意，我们不只是我们在看什么，我们怎么看现实，怎么看东西。
So it says, sitting with 2 feet crossed in the Vajra position.
所以双脚做一金刚坐姿。
And then this really important line. Clear like a rainbow, appearing yet not. We can put in here, we can put not inherently existing. Okay, so for the English scholars in the room, we can put yet not inherently existing because it's empty of inherent existence. But it does appear.
所以这一行很重要，清澈如彩虹出现，可是它不存在，它的本性不存在。
I'm a bit worried I've lost people. Have you ever done anything like this before? No, it's very new.
你们做过类似这样的修法吗？
Yeah, so in Bhutan we do all our practice like this.
在不丹的修法
Yeah.
大部分都是这样的。
Any questions? I think maybe I should take some questions at this point. Yeah, you can just leave Chenrezig. You can just be in the presence of compassion above the crown of your head. You just relax there now. And I just check if there's any confusions.
我们先有问题的话，现在可以发问，把这些先放在一边先。 有什么不了解的吗？
Yeah. Oh, very good question. Yeah, isn't that a brilliant question? Do you want to repeat it in Chinese?
那个问题是，那个我们观想的那个形象要多大或小？
Yeah, it's such a good question. Because in the end, your mind needs to be flexible to infinite space or as fine as a grain of sand. But at this stage, just find a size which feels comfortable for you, just what's comfortable for you. Can you find that size? Do you have a sense of, yeah? Human-sized, yeah. Yeah.
所以我们在修炼我们观想的灵活力，所以可以说无比的宽大，或者小如一颗沙。可是现在你观想随你舒服的，可以人形那么大，或者是就由你自己做决定，多大或多小，哪一个适合就哪一个。
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other questions? Have you lost your Chinesic? Has it fallen off your head? Have you lost it? Is it there?
There's a question here.
Yeah. Yeah. In those lines on page, was it page 5? Remember I said, from the complete transformation of the letter Hui, it becomes the treasured essence of the Buddhas of the 3 times compassion in the form of the noble Lord of the world. So everything can transform into anything else, right? Hui can transform into Chenrezig. Chenrezig is going to transform into us. We are going to transform into emptiness. Is it still there? Still up there. So basic mindfulness is to establish something for the mind to rest gently with. Now you have Chenrezig to rest gently with. It's not that complicated.
其实没这么复杂，基本的禅定就是让你静心，这是你静心的另一种方法，就是观想着观世音在头顶上。
Any other questions, Paul? You're looking at me as if I might have confused you. Oh. No, in this, we start here first, yeah? And most schools that teach us will keep the Chenrezig here, yeah. It's just because this area is the important area. This is the best place to put a Chenrezig. Like we put the statues on a shrine, we lift them high, yeah.
说 Paul 问为什么是在头上，因为头顶上是最尊敬、最崇尚的部位，所以我们把观世音或本尊都安在我们头顶上。
Any other questions? Yeah.
So you can visualize all.
Yeah.
Can you visualize that from
Going out, yeah. Yeah. Moon seat, lotus, moon disc, Hui, Chenrezig. 4 arms, lotus, mala, stable face.
Oops.
White, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. I feel like.
So it's from the bottom up, right?
When we build it
Yes.
in the text. Yeah. Okay. Just take a moment. So I highlighted certain passages here, right? So just take a moment, yes? So we have on page 5, it says, meditate in this way on the deity body as appearance emptiness.
所以第5页以此方式修行，将本尊的体视为色相空性。
Just go from here,
从这
read
里
again to yourself, down to the second to last line on page 6.
从这里读到第6页最后第2行。
This just sets it out step by step. It's an absolutely clear instruction.
它是
So take a moment now just to read those lines for yourself.
所以对，从那一行，那色相空性那一行读到第6页最后第2行，它是很清楚的那个步骤，说先观想什么，然后一步一步来。
Okay? If there are any more questions from reading it, please say. I don't want to. This is supposed to be a lamp which shows you the way in darkness. I don't want you to stay in darkness. So
这应该是一个带我们走出黑暗的明灯，而不是把我们继续在黑暗里面徘徊的。所以有什么问题，请发问。
But you can see it's a very different way of practicing from the metta practice of Theravada or Mahayana, where you remain you and you think of your friends and your enemies and your associates. I mean, this is just a completely different way of practicing. It's a Vajrayana way of practicing. It may not be to your taste. It might feel like strawberry ice cream when you desperately want chocolate. Because some of us want chocolate ice cream and some of us want strawberry ice cream. I mean, what can you do?
这可能很不合你口味，可能要草莓口味的，可是这个也是巧克力口味，所以这是金刚阵很经典的一个修行方式。因为一般其他宗派不管是修什么法，你仍然还是你自己。而金刚乘的修法是说，我们放下我们的目前的自我，我们很果断的放下自我，自己形成我们的本尊或者观世音。
And remember, this is just the generation stage.
要记得这只是第一段。
Okay. So we are clearing our perception. Right?
我们在我们在净化我们的看法，我们的见法。
We're stabilizing our mind.
我们安定我们的心。
And we're practicing non-clinging.
我们在修行不执着。
In order to begin to meditate.
才能够开始禅定，坐禅。
Because clearer perception, stable mind, and non-clinging, then meditation is... Where's the problem?
所以有了纯净的见解，一个安定的心。
I said clear perception, stable mind, and non-clinging.
还有不执着，那我们才能够很好的做禅坐。
Those are probably the things you want from your meditation practice. Isn't that what you wanted?
这是我们坐
When
禅
you
的目
said
的
you
是
wanted
吧
to？ meditate, isn't it? It's that, isn't it? Clarity, stability, and non-grasping. Now you see, huh? Clever, huh? Vajrayana. All right, people look quite a little bit tired. So I think we'll... what I think you'll do is you go on a small walk. You can walk around the building, and I want you to carry your chenrezig on your head. Okay, walk with your chenrezig on your head.
所以我们先
Okay.
去散步一下，头顶着观世音，然后去带着观世音去散步。
So you can just consider it as a mindfulness practice. If it feels strange for you, just consider it like any mindfulness practice. Mindfulness means not to forget what you need to remember.
正念的意思就是不忘记自己不忘记你得记得的东西。
Mindfulness is the opposite of forgetting.
正念是忘记或者善忘的反义词。
So see if you can keep your internal attention on an awareness of compassion above your head as you walk around for a few minutes.
所以试试看，看你能不能把你的专意力关注在你的头顶上，试一试看几分钟。
Because unless we're all planning to live here together in this room for the next 30 years, you will need to take this practice into the world.
除非我们在这里一起活着30年，你得带着这个法，带着这个修行到你个人的生活中，所以尝试一下吧。
Okay. You can talk to each other if you want.
可以互相讨论啊。
But just take a few minutes. Stretch your legs. Keep chenrezig with you. Don't separate from chenrezig. And you can walk around the building or just just watch your own awareness. Watch your own awareness, yeah? I'll wait here for you. You come back in a few minutes and we'll continue, yeah? Thank you, Martin. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 And then it transforms into Chinese. Yeah, you got it perfect. Absolutely perfect. If anybody's confused, this lady has it perfectly. So you can check with her. She's my assistant now. Yeah. Or you can we have to be familiar with it, I think. Then you just build it again. Oh, you realize I've lost my chenrezig. Where did I put my chenrezig? Yeah. Then lotus, mundas, kri, devotion, compassion, back, chenrezig. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that's easy. Now you're doing Vajrayana. Yeah. Yeah, that's why people said they want Vajrayana. Now I'm giving them Vajrayana. Now I don't know if they want Vajrayana. We go back to breathing. I'm so used to this. I'm sorry it's hard because I've practiced many years. So for me, I can't remember what it's like to find it difficult. I'm so sorry. But I can see. I hope I didn't overtext people. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. So this, where's the lady? This lady here with the burgundy top. She understands it well. So you can check with her. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, there was a question from.
I hope I didn't lose the crowd here.
I'm sorry, my eyes is kind of tired.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried about you. I'm just worried it's too fast for me. You know, all they said they wanted it. Yeah, come on.
So there's a question about the tree when
Yeah.
manifesting. What direction is it?
Yeah, like that's why I sat underneath it.
Yeah,
So
but
the
is it-
cuckoo is going like that.
Is it in a way, or is it? It's asking if when you visualize this.
Yeah.
Is it reverse? I think it was like.
Like that.
Wait, so the iku is which way?
So this
I remember this, you asked this question before, yeah?
Yeah.
So it is sort of from our point of view, on top of our head.
Yeah.
So it, in a way, it's reversed then. So
Is it? I don't know. It's like that. Is that reverse? It's not reverse, is it?
所以是，所以反过来是，我们是给人家看的，就是就说就跟飞那样，所以就是你在你的头上是这样。
Oh yeah, we haven't got there yet. Oh, I didn't realize this was going to take so long. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I forget because I'm used to teaching the Sangha. You already are quite advanced, right? Now you realize how advanced the Sangha is, isn't it? No, it's not two different techniques, but we haven't got there yet. We haven't got to that bit yet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. The seed syllable of a deity. Every deity has a seed syllable, and this is the seed syllable of Chinesic in order to, because it's white. You see, it's white upright, like Chinesic is white upright. So it's just the seed syllable from which this form can arise. It's the sound which can transform into this form. Yeah, but they all have them. Amitabha has one, Tara has one, Manjushri has one. They all have a seed syllable. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I have to check up. No, I felt that wasn't really.
You're doing great. And there's only another day to go.
Today on the rest of the day, right?
Okay.
Like simultaneous translation.
No, I know he's doing amazing.
I remember I did once on a I thought I speak English, I speak German.
Yeah, what's the problem? And then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're having to think in like 3 different languages, I think.
Right, sort of, because when I was making, I thought I have a clever plan of writing.
Okay. I hope it's okay. All right, so if you feel you are able to be mindful of your Chinesic, you keep your Chinesic with you and return to sitting. Yeah. Oh, so it's Satipatthana, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if you look up the Sanskrit. Okay, is it making sense? I hope so. It's about to go another level on. I hope I don't lose people. But just feel, oh, total compassion is above my head. You know, when you go to see your beautiful, how do you pronounce it? Guan Yin. When you go to see Guan Yin, yeah, remember your beautiful Guan Yin here in Penang Island, right? Just, you know how powerful that is, that statue, right? How powerful that is. Just feel like that. Yeah, she's with me here. Yeah, she's just with me. She's not up there on Penang Island, staying there. She's here. And she's there, and 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 there. Do I sound insane? I'm really worried I sound insane. Do I sound insane? Don't say yes. Do you see how she just said yes? Oh my goodness. Whew. Right. Okay. So this is Vajrayana. This is Vajrayana. Yeah.
所以这是金刚乘。
Yeah, this is Vajrayana. High octane. Formula One car. Fast way.
是
Yeah.
快速的，很极端，不是极端，就是很
Lewis Hamilton. The Lewis Hamilton of Buddhism. We're on the Lewis Hamilton of Buddhism. Let's see. No, Steve. Okay, so Steve is there. Oh, Steve is there. Steve, come. So well done. Well done. So at the moment, you're still practicing in a very conventional way because you still have a sense of me, ordinary me, and you have a sense of a deity here, an enlightened being here, and ordinary you. And you're used to this, right?
目前我们的修行法还是一般的修行法，就是还有我们的我们自己自我的感觉，还有外面的一个神灵，所以还是一般的修行法。目前。
So now we're going to turbocharge our practice.
现在我们更上一层楼，更。
Yeah. So if you look on page 9.
我们翻到第9页。
So the second and third lines on page 9.
So 第二行至到第3行，第9页的第2行跟第3行。
So again, this is very essential to Vajrayana practice.
这
Yeah.
对金刚乘的修行非常重要。
So the second line says, inviting immeasurable Chenrezics to dissolve into oneself.
所以邀请无量的观世音观音圣者融入自己的身心中。
And then there's 5 syllables, a mantra.
还有5个字音。
Za Hong Mam Ho. You can see there, yeah? Za Hong Bam Ho. Does that need translating? I don't think that needs translating, does it? Yeah. And then it says this very amazing sentence, yeah? Ni su me par Dieu. It's transformed to the non-dual view.
所以很关键，这很美妙的一句话，就是转化为不二法门的观点。
This means that now there is no difference between Chenrezic and your own being.
意思也就是说，从此刻，你跟观世音没有区别，你就是观世音，观世音就是你。
And that may be an idea you haven't heard yet.
这可能是你没听过的一个说法。
That your mind is none other than the mind of compassion, that your speech is none other than the speech of compassion, that your body is none other than the body of Chenrezic.
说你的心就是观音的心，你的心就是慈悲的心，你的 身也就是观世音的身。
But in high Vajrayana practice, that is what we do.
这
Because remember, I said this is the results vehicle. This is the result.
所以这是结果称，因为这就是我们要的结果，我们就直接到我们的目标。
So the rest of the practice will be done as Chenrezig.
所以这法门旗下的，我们都以身为观世音来修行。
And at first, this may sound really strange, or even like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm just Ray.
开始听起来会觉得很奇怪啊，这怎么可能是观世音呢？Ray 怎么可能是观世音呢？觉得这个想法有点可能很难接受。
But teachers will emphasize, no, you must really manifest as Chenrezig now. You must have no doubt.
上师都会说，你不能有疑惑，你就是观世音，不可以有疑惑。
But I am aware, if you have only studied Theravada or Mahayana practice, this may feel very strange because you may be very used to having a deity or a Buddha who's there, never comes near you, and you're here. So I realize this may be like culture shock. Yeah, culture shock. Yeah.
我知道这有点像文化差异，因为南传北传一般都是。 观世音或一些圣者都是在外，我们供奉他们，他们是我们之外的。可是现在我们这个金刚乘的方法是比较是不一样的、另类的，所以会觉得说有点很奇怪。
But this is Vajrayana.
这就是金刚乘。
It's a fast path.
它是最快速的，直接到目标。
What can I do? Is there any more questions or concerns, please, now?
还有什么问题或者担忧？
Marcus, how are you? A long story.
Sorry. Maybe this would be a long answer.
Yeah, I think long answer.
Marcus 在发问说，这法门是怎么开始、怎么缘起的？
Yeah, from the high enlightened Mahasiddhas. Yeah, and it does. I mean, the Vajrayana way does spring from a strong emphasis on the presence of Buddha nature in all sentient beings. The capacity for you to realize your Buddha nature and transform into a Buddha. You can see how this links to it. So, and the teachings on Buddha nature are the third turning of the wheel. So you may not be so familiar with them. Are you familiar with teachings on Buddha nature? In your Mahayana studies, do you learn about Buddha nature? Oh, holy moly. Holy moly, Ray. Maybe Kathy's right. Maybe I should sing a Bhutanese folk song. So then maybe something for you to explore in time, and you can ask other teachers, and you can ask Darren the teachings on Buddha nature given by Buddha in the third turning of the wheel. And because it's something very important for you to understand in terms of the Buddhist view. You know, it's quite important to understand Sengye Ningpo, Buddha nature. Yeah. So maybe that's just something from this course, this retreat, that you can take away. Oh, there's something for me to ask about, inquire about. Yeah. We can say that they. Oh, maybe I'll be a bit naughty. I'm going to be a bit naughty now. Okay, I'm going to be naughty.
我现在会有点调皮一点。
If we don't have an understanding of Buddha nature,
如果我们不了解我们的佛性
of what is called the primary cause, the primary cause.
就是最基本的因素，
Yeah, the primary
最
cause.
基本的因，
Then
主要的因。
there may be we may turn Buddhist practice into like a godlike religion.
那可能会把佛教的修行当做一个是神明供奉神明的一个宗教，
Where there's an external, truly existent God,
就是在身外面有一个存在的神明，
and we're just little ordinary beings.
而我们只是一个小小的一个
And that's not the teaching of Buddhism.
这不是佛教的教义。对
Does that make sense? Yeah, yeah. So we have generated the deity, the presence of compassion. We have now dissolved that deity into our own being. So now Chinrezig is present, is here, yeah. So if you turn to page 10.
所以第10页，我们已经就是升起了观世音，已经把观世音融入了我们自己。现在我们到第10页。
You'll see it says visualization for the recitation. It says it in small letters here.
所以这边写的是，这是一个观想的修行，一个练习啊。
So now we are going to both visualize and do the mantra. Remember, I said mantra and recitation of Chenrezig is the title of this text, right? Doing the meditation and recitation of Chenrezig.
所以那个这经的名字叫成就法和念诵，所以我们成就了，已经成为观世音了。现在我们念诵，所以我们现在成为观世音，我们现在念诵一个咒语。
Okay, so again, it's all described in the text, step by step. It's really clear here, okay? So we've had Chenrezig here as an outer form, as if different from us. Then we've dissolved Chenrezig and become Chenrezig. Now as Chenrezig, to benefit all beings, we are going to become like a prayer wheel.
所以我们开始我们熟悉的就是身外的观世音，我们把融入了自己，把自己成了观世音，然后现在成为观世音呢，我们想象我们自己整体是一个经轮。
So it says here, at the lower part of the heart on the moon disk is Hui.
所以在心的底部有个月轮，月轮上有一个 Hui。
Yeah. So here now, moon disk is here. On it is a Hui. In my center is a Hui. Shining Hui.
很明亮的 Hui。
Moon disk Hui. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum.
像一个经轮那样，六字真言围绕着。
Here's the mantra.
持续的发光。
We looked here, didn't we? From the heart of Chenrezig comes the mantra.
就像图案里，从观音的心中浮出这些六字真言。
Okay. So it's all described here. Okay.
全部都描述在这里。
So we have this mantra, you have it here, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme. You have Hri in the middle, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Beings suffering from pride, beings suffering from jealousy, beings suffering from desire, beings in the animal realm, beings suffering from greed, beings suffering from hate. From each of these syllables, the light is shining to clean, free these beings, right? They're in the grip of these things, the grip of greed, held by greed, held by hate. And these mantras now going to clean, free these beings, unburden them.
所以这6道轮回都被我慢、嫉妒、欲望、无明、贪嗔困住，而我们就发着这6个字母来解放他们。 来脱离这些困境。
So it says, from surrounding it are the syllables of the 6th syllable mantra, circling to the right. So it's clockwise, yeah, circling clockwise.
顺时针，是在中心，然后其他6个字母顺时针转。
Clockwise. We always go clockwise.
每次都是顺时针的。
Everything's clockwise.
在佛教里都是顺时针。
We go around Mount Kailash clockwise. We go around a temple clockwise. Everything is clockwise. Yeah. And it just says what to do. From the mantra, light spreads to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas making offerings. Same thing. Same thing as before. Making offerings from love, devotion to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, yeah?
跟之前一样，对佛菩萨的爱，对佛菩萨的恭敬，供养给出去，像光芒那样发出去，供奉给佛菩萨。
Light returns from them with the complete blessings of body, speech, and mind. So the lights return to the mantra.
所以佛菩萨的加持回射到我们的心中。 到那个咒语心咒中。
Once more, light shines from the 6 syllables to the 6 realms, the causes of the 6 sufferings.
从这个心咒，这个光芒普照6道众生。
And from that, the beings are freed. They're cleared. All the obscurations are cleared.
这6道众生的全部障碍都被清掉、化掉。
And they feel very joyful.
然后他们都喜悦，觉得很喜悦。
Because they've true happiness now.
因为他们得到真正的快乐。
And they each become like Chenrezig.
他们每一个都变成观音。
The most hateful person
最讨厌的人
is unburdened and becomes Chenrezig. Imagine it.
不再被困住，变成你最讨厌的人变成观世音，你能想象吗？
It's like too good to be true.
难以置信。
And then the light shines back from them into the mantra.
从他们的些光照回那个咒语里边。
So in this part of the practice, we are saying Om Mani Padme Hum.
所以在这段我们念这六字真言 Om Mani Padme Hum。
So I'm here with my beads.
所以拿出你们的就佛串。
In the left hand.
左手。
And so here is Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme, sending light, Om Mani Padme, blessings, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, sending compassion to all beings. They're freeing light coming back. Om Mani Padme, 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 Om. And the mind stays with the practice. with the practice. You can think of blessings, you can think of freeing sentient beings, but it doesn't think about pizza.
所以你的心安住于你的修行，你只想着说，你可以想着佛菩萨，你可以想着六道众生，可是不要想到披萨或者其他东西。I'm missing something out.
No, I just think of you and pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. Any
怎样的佛珠都可以。
Malabit is fine.
所以，可是主要是刚才说那个一个循环，就是光芒往上，佛菩萨光芒回来，然后到众生，然后又回到咒语里边。Just repeating what you said.
Yeah, good. But don't get overwhelmed by how many things to do here. Really, all it is this mantra of love and compassion. It's going to the Buddhas and going to free sentient beings.
不要担心它太复杂，其实它最主要是说光芒，供奉给佛菩萨，回到就是受到佛菩萨加持，然后从这个加持力量继续加持给其他众生，然后对度众生对。
Yeah. And remember that the 6-syllable mantra has different colors. So it's like a rainbow coming out of your heart. Yeah, because it's like white, green, yellow, light blue, red, and dark blue. That's a light blue, that one at the bottom bit is light blue. Yeah. So this is like a prayer wheel. Mind, no pizza. Like this, yeah?
所以像个经轮，然后这光芒是就这是彩色的，就像一个彩虹那样，一个经轮，那一直在那练，持续的练。
Would you like to try that? Would you like to try saying the mantra, or would you like to lie down and take a big sleep?
我们要试试看练
It's a
咒吗？还是睡
democracy.
觉？
We're in a democracy.
我们是很民主的。
What do you think? Do you want, or are you tired? Do you want to sleep
累
now?
吗？要休
Rest
息
now?
吗？
What mantra? Sleep?
练咒语还是
Should I close
休
my
息
eyes? Ray, you tell me. They vote. You tell me. They can
Well,
vote.
mostly smiles.
Mostly smiles. Okay. All right. So we're just doing this in pieces here. I'm just trying to give you some understanding. Okay. So as a mindfulness practice.
做一个正念的修行，
So a no pizza practice.
不是披萨修行。
Yeah. We'll just begin to feel a little bit comfortable with feeling that in our heart, the mantra of compassion is circling for all beings. Yeah.
我们就熟悉这个感觉，在我们心中有这个心咒，就是咒轮，为一切众生而转而发光。
Okay. So we'll just try this. Yeah. So just imagine yourself now actually in the form of Chenrezig.
想象现在自己生于观世音，
A being who wishes to free all beings from suffering.
一个要度一切众生的
And so speaks the mantra of compassion.
以这个心态，以这个愿，说出念诵这个心咒。
Okay, so I'll lead it, and so you don't have to worry. I'll try and do it loudly, so you don't need to be shy. Yeah. Okay. Hui, Mundisk, around, yeah. Om, whatever, 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 Om, whatever, And then you can place your hands in a meditation mudra.
把手放在打坐的手印。
And just rest your mind quietly.
安定你的心，静坐。
Okay. And then we awaken and we will dedicate on
先回
page
向，
14. Rest in Tibetan. Gewadi Nudu Da Chen Rezi Kwam Jujune Joa Chik Chang Malupa and Sala Giva Sho. Through this virtue, may I quickly accomplish the great Chenrezig without leaving any sentient beings behind. May all be established in the state of Chenrezig. Okay. Whew. Right. So I'll take any questions, and then after questions we'll take a rest and come back at 5 o'clock. So I think you did very well today. You've had to take in a huge amount of new ideas and information. So as I say, just whatever's helpful, take. Whatever doesn't seem helpful, leave. So any questions before we end the session? Yeah. Yes. If you're really properly going to study this practice, you would definitely imagine them as the letters. But I think for the moment, I just try to get a feeling that there's a few different colors and really think that they are clearing pride, jealousy, desire, animal realm, greed, and hate. Just feel that what's turning here has the power to clear those. That's more important than seeing the syllables exactly. Yeah?
No.
Does that make sense? Yeah, but great question.
那问题是说，我们观想这字母应该是拉丁文还是藏文？其实现在这些都还不重要，最重要的是我们想象和相信，就是说我们胸前的那个法轮真的能够度我慢、嫉妒、欲望、无明、贪嗔这五种这色彩都因为色彩的经轮，这种感觉会重要过说是什么字母或字体。
Yeah. So when I see you, I have to remember you are Chenrezig in the making.
我看着你的时候，我得
Yeah, Steve is Chenrezig in the making.
就是
You may not see it. I have to see it. I have to see it in you. It's my job.
是我的责任。看着你的时候，也看到观世音。
Another question over here.
还有问题吗？
No other question. I feel like there was another question. No other question. Question, can I have a coffee question? No more questions? Oh, you did have a question, Steve. I felt like there was another question here. Yeah. When your mind wanders.
Oh, so like sleepiness.
Oh, sleepiness. Yeah. So sleepiness is one of the hindrances. Sleepiness is one of the hindrances, one of the 5 hindrances that shows the mind is obscured. It's not awake.
这是心的5个障碍之中的之一，就是沉睡，一直觉得要沉睡。
So sometimes it happens, yeah? So do you find yourself like, is this happening? Is it like that, yeah? Yeah. So then don't just do bite-sized pieces of practice, yeah? Or you make yourself sit, open your eyes, look forward. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Don't close your eyes. Open your eyes. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.
所以克服这沉睡的感觉有2个方法，一就是不要闭着眼睛就往前看， 或者是做的很短暂，一段一段小小段的这样练。
So in Himalayas we meditate with the eyes open, right?
在喜马拉雅，他们做禅打坐的时候是开着眼睛的。
Buddha meditated with the eyes open.
释迦牟尼打坐时
You look at a statue of the Buddha, his eyes are open.
他眼睛对，像佛陀的那个雕像，他的眼睛不是闭着，他是微微的开着的。
So in the end, we want to be aware whether our eyes are open or closed. Aware, open, closed. It doesn't make any difference. If you get very sleepy, just see if you can have your eyes a little open.
对，所以想觉得睡觉的话，试着不要闭着眼睛。
Because if you close your eyes a lot, you're like baby going to sleep. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. But just take it step by step. I mean, this is a big practice I'm teaching you here. It's a big practice. I forget how big a practice it is.
法师今天教我们的是一个很大的修行，所以不要觉得哇，就是太复杂很大，因为在这个修行是蛮深的，是蛮大的一个修行。
Yeah, are you all right?
你们还好吗
Okay. All right, no more questions? Oh, you have a question?
The palm of the hand. 在打就是那个佛珠的时候 is the hand during the mala recitation?
Yeah.
Is it open or is it like this?
I tend to have it closed. I tend to have it down. You can do. It's fine. You can do. It's fine. Yeah, here it's fine. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can do. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, because like we looked at that mudra last night. Yeah, and in fact, when we hold the beads, the same. Like last night we did this. Last night we did that, and here it's the same. It's the same, isn't it? It's the same. Thumb and first finger, same, huh? Yeah. So definitely, but sometimes when we do mantra, you might want it down rather than up. But if you want this, but I think down is best. Yeah. Good question. Great questions. Okay. Yeah, good. All right. So if you're struggling with anything, any more questions, remember you can leave them here on a piece of paper. And then if you wish to, we'll be back at 5 o'clock. And we may do what the program says. We may not do what the program says. Who knows? We'll see at 5 o'clock. Yeah? All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to Ray. Yeah. Thanks to Ray. Okay. Okay, turn this. There we go.